The silent room. She walked in crying for help. She never walked back out. When Sarah took the night shift at the old Briarcliff Hospital, she thought it was just another job, long hours, understaffed halls, the usual exhaustion. She didn't know about room 313. No one told her. Not officially. It wasn't on the floor plan. It had no number on the door. No handle. Just a solid slab of metal tucked between two storage rooms on the third floor. It looked like it belonged in a prison, not a hospital. The first time she passed it, she felt a chill crawl down her spine. Like someone was watching her from behind it. But it was late. Hospitals are full of strange noises, right? Until, one night, 2 weeks in, she heard it. Crying. Soft, broken sobs. Coming from inside the door. She froze, heart pounding. Put her ear to the cold metal. It was a woman. Sobbing. Whispering something over and over. She couldn't make out the words. She ran to the nurse's station. "Who's in the room by supply?" The other nurses exchanged glances. Then looked down. No one answered. One of them, Rita, an older nurse with gray streaks in her bun, whispered, "Don't ask about that room." Sarah pressed. Rita just shook her head. The last girl who asked didn't come back. That night, Sarah dreamt of blood-streaked walls. Of a bed with leather restraints. And a mirror. Always a mirror. The next evening, after her rounds, she walked the third floor again. The door was still shut. Still no handle. Still silent. Until Friday. At 3:03 a.m., the crying started again. But louder. More desperate. Sarah couldn't ignore it anymore. She grabbed a flashlight and returned to the hallway. This time, the door was open. No light came from inside. Just darkness. She stepped in. 1 step. 2. The flashlight flickered. Then steadied. Inside, a single metal-framed bed, rusted and stained. The walls were smeared with something brownish-red. Fingernail scratches lined the tiles. And in the far corner, a full-length mirror. Sarah walked toward it. The room felt too quiet. Her own breathing echoed like it didn't belong. She looked into the mirror. And froze. Her reflection wasn't crying. It wasn't moving. It was just standing there, smiling. Its eyes were black. Its lips were stitched shut. Thick, black threads crisscrossed her mouth like barbed wire. Sarah backed away. Then the door slammed behind her. She spun, heart in her throat, and ran to it, pushed, screamed. But no sound came out. Nothing. She screamed again, but her throat made no noise. She looked at the mirror once more. The version of her inside was now walking, slowly, toward the glass. And then, through it, the flashlight flickered and died. Silence. Days later, the hospital kept running as usual. When Sarah didn't show up, they assumed she quit. No one bothered to look. No one ever did. Then a new nurse started. Her name was Jamie. On her fourth night, she passed by a strange metal door with no number and no handle. From inside, she heard crying. A woman. Soft. Broken. Desperate. She turned to ask about it. But the nurses went quiet. All of them. Rita looked up and said quietly, "Don't ask about that room." And somewhere behind the door, Sarah is still screaming. But no one hears her. Because history repeats itself. In silence.